would say as of right now, strategically and purposely, I am not very heavily intertwined in my sales process, mainly because of the product I am responsible for. People don't actively go out and purchase an API. It's not like purchasing a piece of software or a product or anything that you can physically hold in your hand. I sell the thing that makes things talk and work. So that's a much harder sell. But also, the reason why I'm not, heavily working with my sales team here is also because we are kind of in a transitional pivot at the organization where we have a lot of customers who are on older products who are doing the transition into digital transformation, whether that means, depending on where the customers are in their journey, a lot of our customers here at OpenText are still going through digital transformation from legacy systems to newer cloud systems. So for that, people don't realize how much work is entailed with a lot of this and the regulatory bodies that also dictate how things have to be designed and work. Hence why digital transformation may take longer for some of our customers and why I'm kind of a little bit kept removed from our sales team because there's still an early conversation when it comes to digital transformation. A lot of our customers have not moved to that sort of readiness stage for me to take them on yet. So that's why I'm a little bit more hands-on off here. I would say in other roles though, oh my goodness, it's like me and sales were married. Like the relationship I would have with other sales teams, whether it was because I was much more heavily invested in the sales initiatives, whether because we had a sales enablement department, and depending on the role in the organization structure too, it was like everything I did was for sales. It was almost like everything I did was catered towards that, making sure they had what they needed. And it was an interesting dynamic. And I think I've gone from two different extremes and everything in between that I could kind of speak to how, how close you might get to sales or how far away you might want to stay away from them, depending on, how product marketing is also structured within your org as well.
Makes sense. How about you, Aaron? How closely are you tied to sales in your role, and are you, working very closely in supporting your sales team?
So the short answer is yes. We can get into some of the details. Throughout my entire career, I've always been very embedded and close to sales in different ways. What's been exciting for me is sort of the evolution of product led growth and where I find myself today, because I'm now at a company that was founded as a product led growth organization, and a couple of years ago introduced a hybrid model with sales going up market. And I find myself in a role where I'm not only doing the things that I've always done in my career, whether that's, competitive enablement, sales enablement, messaging and positioning, pitch and stories and all that kind of stuff. But now it's also product qualified leads and how do we help leverage product utilization within the sales organization, and the good moment not to get involved and the good moment to get involved. Because for a lot of sales members who have not been in a product led growth organization, there are instincts that kick in when there's a lead or a prospect or a PQL. But you want to give some space and breathing room for that to mature. And that's where I'm spending a lot of my time right now. So it's fun and new and exciting, and I like it a lot.